Hello, everyone. Welcome to part two slash day two of this crazy estate sale finds that I got. And if you watching part two first, I would highly recommend watching part one. I kind of explain the whole background of the estate sale and just the whole collection in general. But today or today's finds is going to be coming from the half off day or my second day at the estate sale. So I have a lot more stuff than what I got on the first day, and I got books, CDs, albums, 45s, and even some posters. So I got a whole bunch of stuff here, and I guess I'll start off with some books. And again, all these were half price day. The seller actually threw this book in for free for me, and so this is Perry Cox and Frank Daniels with a foreword by Bruce Spicer for the price guide for the Beatles. This is the sixth edition. I think it came out 2007, and it pretty much, let's see, it was signed by all the authors as well. And this kind of gives you not only the price, which could be a little outdated right now, but it also gives you a lot of the variations of what's out there in terms of like what pressings are out there. Not necessarily all the in-depth detail like the Bruce Spicer books, but it gives you all the reissue information up to 2007. And the funny thing about this one is that the owner of this collection um, kind of had like a little red pen and checked off what he had. So it was kind of cool going through this book and kind of seeing what he had in his collection, and some of the items I picked up from his collection was like checked off in this book. So that was pretty cool. Um, so yeah, just kind of give you a rough feel for this. I'm really happy I got this book. Um, it kind of that's gonna give me a good estimate of what's out there, and that's kind of what I'm looking for currently for all the U.S. albums at least. And then this next book is going to be one of those Bruce Spicer books, and it's the very first one. We got the VJ book, and I believe this is the first book like this that came out. And yeah, on half off day, I think I got it for like $50, which is like a really good deal for this book. I see what they're going for nowadays, but as you can see, it's also signed. And I was looking through this. There's not too many um, different type of records in this book. I think it's more like kind of a little story based. But there's all the Toily, Twist and Shout records. So it'll be good for me to go through this book. There's the little bookmark. Um, will I consider selling this potentially? Just because I do know a good bit of all the variations, and if I were to just take pictures of what I want to know from this book, um, and to have that information, I don't really necessarily. The stories are cool, don't get me wrong, but I'm more looking for record type things. So I feel like the other book is going to help me more. And if I get the basic record variation information from this book, I would be plenty happy enough. And if I can sell this to get some of this money back that I spent for on this collection, you know, we'll see. So those were the two books that I bought. Um, I'm pretty sure he had most of the Bruce Spicer books. That was the only two I could get because I had to get other stuff that was more record related. But I think we're gonna hop into the CDs right now. Again, he had like a massive shelf of CDs that were $2 a piece, and then on half off day they were $1. So I didn't spend too much time in here, um, but I just kind of grabbed what I could. Again, I was kind of going fast, so I probably should have took my time a little bit. But anyway, we got Beatles Anthology 2. This is the promo CD for Anthology 2. And that's what the CD looks like. It has 10 tracks on it, and a little booklet as well going through the 10 tracks. So that's what I was kind of looking for. Were some maybe like some sampler CDs or some promo CDs, that kind of thing. And let's see, what we got here. These were very close for being really, really good buy, but the Summer of Love CDs. Uh, Again, I got these for $1. I know they don't have the cover, but these are going to be some placeholders for right now. So that was a Hello Goodbye and I'm the Walrus discount. These set came out in 1997 for the 30th anniversary of the Summer of Love singles. Um, Again, for $1 each, I decided to pick them up for a placeholder right now until I find ones with the cover. So, and those were also promotional kind of items. And then I picked up this kind of Love set, which has the DVD audio as well. So it comes in a slipcase and kind of a fold out thing right here. Don't worry about the CD missing right now. I will show you later uh, why I also picked this one up. And my current Love CD was one of the first CDs I got as a Beatles fan. So the jewel case is pretty beat up. So it's kind of like upgrade copy, I guess. And then next up we have I wasn't really too familiar with this compilation album from Ringo. So I think this came out in 2007. So I think it's a Photograph, the very best of Ringo. Has the hype sticker. There's the back. It has one CD of 20 big hits from Ringo, and then a DVD with songs Sentimental Journey, Don't Come Easy, Back Off Boogaloo, Year 16, Only You, Act Naturally with Buck Owens, and then some bonus material of Goodnight Vienna advertisement. So I thought it was cool enough to pick up for $1. And that's what the CD looks like. And there's CD1, or CD, the only CD, and then DVD. So I'm kind of interested to check out the DVD. And I guess this kind of adds to the Ringo discography. I'm not really too sure about that release. I don't have too much information about it, but I just kind of decided to pick up. And then this, I just saw this kind of laying around. I thought it was kind of neat, but it's a 3-inch CD of Traveling Wilburys Handled with Care, and it's still sealed. And this actually on Discogs, the last one that sold that was like mint condition sold for like $35, which was kind of surprising to me. So I got a good deal on it, but I think it's just kind of a nice little packaging. So that's why I just picked it up. And then the last CD item I have is a box set. It was originally uh, sold as just a box to hold your CD in it, but all the box had all the CDs in it. So it is the Beatles box of Vision, and I believe this came out in time for the 2009 remastered CDs to house all your CDs in a box, collector's box or something like that. 7,200 were made, so this is the box it came in, and this is the actual box it came in. It has kind of like the covers on or the spines on the back, and then on the back side it says, "And in the end, the love you take is equal to the love you make." So a nice little statement there from the end. And this is going to be really kind of hard to show on camera, but you open it like that, and all the CDs are in here from Please Please Me. I believe there's like 30 something CDs in here. And again, on half off day, I believe I got this whole thing for around $50. So the box itself was worth it for me. And then to have all the 2009 remastered CDs, which I did not have, I have maybe a little less than half. And those were like the first CDs I bought as a collector in my younger days. So it might be time to get rid of those and keep these. I don't know. These didn't come with the covers. It just came with like the little booklets inside. So there's Past Masters, and then he added the Red and Blue album from the 1993 release. He had the BBC, and the CD for the BBC release is actually a promo. Has a little sticker right there, and it's a license for promotional use only. That's what it says at the top. So that was pretty cool. And it goes through the anthologies and the final uh, slot or space here is the song track one, and there's the love booklet and the other CD I got from the other CD, and then Let It Be Naked. And it comes with a couple booklets. Also, there's an insert, and this booklet goes through just kind of all the different, or which songs are on which albums compared to UK and US albums. And then it comes with a nice hardback book, which is just showing off the. This one's still kind of in its shrink wrap packaging. It just shows all the Beatles album covers, front and back, gatefolds, inserts, that kind of thing. So I'm probably just going to leave that one sealed because I know what all the covers look like. And then my number is 2,969 out of 7,200. So for whatever that's worth. But it's a nice packaging, a nice kind of display for CDs. Again, I'm going to have to see what I'm going to do with my other CDs to see if I'm going to want to try to get rid of them or save them because they have the covers. I'm not really too entirely sure yet. But anyway, it's just a nice box to display somewhere in my room one day. I'm going to have to make a lot of room for all the stuff I got. That's for sure. And then next up, so that was all the CDs. That was all the books. I have 45s, albums, and posters left. Might as well just kind of keep waiting for the albums. I'll kind of leave you hanging there. So these, I got 4 posters, and all these promote albums that came out, I believe, in the 70s, and then there's one from the 90s that promoted a movie. So we're going to start off with this one, Beatles Live at the Hollywood Bowl, and this is a record store promotional poster. So that looks pretty nice. And then on the back it says, "Here's your new Beatles poster." So I thought that was kind of neat. So there we go. And let's see what we have next here. All right, we got a solo poster here. We got the Best of George Harrison, very similar to the actual cover of the record. And then I believe this is going to be Beatles love songs. This one's a bigger poster, so I'm sorry if you can't see everything. But it has all the cassette, 8-track at the bottom, the album gatefold, and then let's see the songs on top. So these will probably eventually get framed. I might have to take down some of my other kind of newer posters to be replaced with kind of more original promotional posters, which I kind of enjoy a little bit more. And then this one is Yellow Submarine. This one is kind of a replica of the original poster, but this one came out in the 1999 when they did all the remastering work or the reissuing of the movie. So I thought that was kind of neat. And I'm always a big Yellow Submarine fan anyway of the movie, so that was kind of a no-brainer for me to pick up. So those were all the posters I got. He had like tons of original posters. There was an original Rubber Soul promotional poster from 1965 there. He wanted $1,000 for it. So that was crazy to see in person. And they had like a whole bin of those types of posters. I only got to go through so many as I was trying to focus on what I want to buy for the records. And my mom was like, "Do you like it?" I was like, "I guess." And then she was like, "You like it?" I was like, "Eh." So big help from my parents. I really appreciate them. And let's go through the 45s next. And I'm sorry if I'm going fast through all these. I know this is going to be a pretty long video, but I'm just trying to get through what I got for everything. And so the 45s for this day were $2.50 a piece, and then if they were marked, it would be half off the marked price. So, um, so they had two crates of cardboard boxes of 45s, but again, no really picture sleeves. But my mom found a couple binders below some tables, and they had picture sleeves in these plastic protection in the binders with no records in them. So I kind of mixed and matched the records I wanted to the picture sleeves that I found eventually. So that was really good. And like all the picture sleeves were like pretty much minty, uh, near mint. All the U.S. original picture sleeves that I passed up was kind of something that kind of keeps me up right now. But I had to get what I needed to fill in the holes for my collection, not necessarily what I already had. So again, if I had all the money in the world, I probably would have just bought the whole entire collection as is. So anyway, we got George Harrison, My Sweet Lord, backed with All Things Must Pass. This is the 2000 remix, and this is the promotional 45 that went along with it. So it's on the white label Capital. And this was the record, one of the records that I found outside, and then I found the picture sleeve in the binder, mixed them together, got it for, since they weren't priced, I got it for $2.50. So can't go wrong with that. All right, another George Harrison 45 that I'm really happy to pick up. Came out in 2003 in the UK, in which is Any Road. Nice picture of George there, backed up with Marwa Blues on the back there. Again, another one. I found the record, and then I found the picture sleeve later. So very happy to have that one from George Harrison. And since he was a big Bob Dylan and Beatles fan, I was expecting to see some Traveling Wilbury stuff, as the CD shown. So I didn't really have any Traveling Wilburys 45s. So I picked up Handle with Care, back with Margarita, and End of the Line, and I believe Congratulations is the B-side. So happy to finally pick up some Traveling Wilburys 45s. I think there's some UK 45s out there as well that have different songs besides those two. So I'll be on the lookout for those. And then next up for the okay, I got one more George Harrison. I have the record already in my collection, and I did not have the picture sleeve, but this is just a kind of a minty version of this song. I mean, it's just sharp all around, no ring wear whatsoever. So I'm very happy to add that one. And then the only two that were really priced, I got these for $5 each. We got some John Lennon 45 picture sleeves. We got Power to the People. Again, I have the record, but not the picture sleeve. And one I'm really happy to pick up finally is Cold Turkey, backed with Don't Worry, Kyoko. So very happy to add those. He did not have the Mother picture sleeve, which is really rare. And then he did not have the George Harrison, one of the rarer solo 45 picture sleeves. I can't remember what song that is right now because I'm going blank on it. But anyway, it's just a picture of his um, face. It's like a mini version of I think the self-titled George Harrison album. So those are all the picture sleeves, more or less. Now we're going back to the cardboard um, crates that I picked up. So these are mostly all, again, $2.50 a piece. Got Buck Owens and Ringo Starr sing Act Naturally. I have the promotional version of this. Now I got the stock copy. Now we got Back to More Jukebox. I picked up the solo ones. We got Band on the Run with Maybe I'm a Maze on gold vinyl, or yellow, gold, whatever. And then we got again the 2000 mix of My Sweet Lord and All Things Must Pass with the strip on green vinyl. Happy Christmas, War's Over, back with Listen, Snow's Falling on green vinyl. just like starting over, backed with Watching the Wheels on blue vinyl. And we have Woman backed with Walking on Thin Ice on an icy clear vinyl. And then the other Beatles 45 I just picked up. We got Hello Goodbye with the Star label, reissued from I think 1971. That the reissue series on Apple came out. So, and then I actually did pick up one Bob Dylan 45. My dad played me a couple Bob Dylan Christmas songs from his 2009 Christmas from the Heart album, and we kind of, I don't know, his voice isn't great on that, so it's kind of always a tradition to kind of make my mom listen to that, even though she doesn't like it. So it's a promotional 45 for that album. It has Must Be Santa and then 'Twas the Night Before Christmas. This is still sealed, but is on red vinyl. Again, I got it for $2.50, but this actually has some decent value from what I've seen on Discogs. So that one is very cool to have for the Christmas season. May or may not open it. We'll see. So those were all the 45s. And we're finally on to the albums. I got some more solo stuff, and I got one Beatles album. So probably no particular order in terms of solo. We're going to start off with John Lennon. This is still sealed. This is the Imagine 40th Anniversary Special Edition Record Store Day from 2011 box set, still sealed. I'm going to see if all these sessions are on the other Imagine reissue release that came out not too long ago, because if they're on the same, I'll keep this one sealed. I believe it's like on white vinyl, all that kind of stuff. But I'm slowly making my progress through older Record Store Day releases that I wasn't aware of because I didn't go to Record Store Day until like 2015, 2016, because I didn't know about it. Anyway, next up we got a 12-inch promo single from John Lennon's Men Love Avenue, and it's Rock and Roll People. I believe it's the uh, same song on both sides, no variation. But again, this has some decent value from what I've could see what they sold for, and I got it for $5. So happy with that. All right, we got Ringo. We got Ringo 2012. I don't really have any of his kind of early to mid-teens album on vinyl. They also had Why Not, which apparently is a limited edition thing. It's more expensive nowadays. I would kind of regret not picking that one up, but what can you do? So anyway, there's Ringo's 2012. Let's just see if I can show you the inner sleeve there. There's Ringo. And there's Ringo. I'm not too familiar with this album. I might have heard a couple songs. Looks like there's a couple some covers of songs he's already done before. So there you go, Ringo 2012. And if I ever see a Ringo Why Not, I'll probably buy it. So what can you do? All right, now we're going to some George Harrison albums here. And this one is a dialogue promotional kind of interview type style record. And it kind of just gives you all the times and when to talk and when to ask questions, that kind of deal. And there's the label. So that was pretty cool. And next up for George Harrison, I'm slowly making my way through his discography on vinyl. After this album, I need two more to kind of complete his discography, and that is, I finally picked up Brainwashed, and it is, I want to take it out of the sleeve here. It is still sealed, UK edition with the hype sticker, and I believe I got this for, I think he threw it in for like $10, so I was really happy. I was highly debating this to get it on the first day, but I needed to wait And then second day, I got a really good deal on it. So really happy to pick that one up. Might still keep it sealed since I have a CD. Um, if I happen to find another one for a really good price and that it's open, so be it. I might get that a playing copy. I don't really like to buy sealed records because I like to play them. But if I already have the music somewhere available, yeah, I'll keep it sealed for now. All right. Next up, we got another promotional 12-inch George Harrison, but this time is Got My Mind Set on You. Again, the back cover is blank, and we have the LP version and the LP version, so same song on each side. So this kind of goes with the Devil's Radio 12-inch that I got, or I showed the last video. And that is, I think, about it for George. Now we're going to move on to Paul, or at least more specifically, Susie and the Red Stripes. We got promo Seaside Woman, white label promo, 12-inch. And then we have Stranglehold and Angry, promotional 12-inch. And then this one was weird. I did not notice this the first day, but when I went through it in person, I found this, and the only word I really read was Twin Freaks, which is the Paul McCartney DJ album mismatch of Beatles songs he played before his tours in 2004 or 5. And I did not know what this was. They wanted $10 for it, so for $5, I took a chance on it. And supposedly, only about 2,500 copies of this were made. I think it's just like a promotional 12-inch kind of deal, but it doesn't really have too much value other than probably like a $10 value. So the cool thing about this is that it's got the Twin Freaks album etched on the back, or at least the artwork. So that's kind of neat. And the two songs on here is Really Love You and La Lula. And yeah, this was made in the UK, I believe, as well. And I believe there's one other promotional 12-inch for Twin Freaks that I kind of researched after I got this home. So very unique thing, and if I didn't know it, I was gonna pick it up anyway. And then Paul McCartney, I got another archive, and it's McCartney 1, and this thing pretty much looks brand new. I think this came out in 2011, so I'm happy to pick this one up. And got a little insert there, the gatefold. Slowly making my way through all the archive. I mean, this looks like it's never been open or played too much here. So I'm just going to leave I guess we'll see. There's what the record is. See if there's any inserts real quick. I haven't had the time to go through all these records and really kind of appreciate them and what they are, because that's pretty crazy. I think there is a download card in here. Pretty pretty plain download card there, compared to what they have now. So there you go. And this is just what the bonus audio is. So happy to pick up a archive after all that, and being a very good price too. I think I got that for $17.50. So last Paul McCartney album or single item, we got McCartney sample from Tug of War. This has Ebony and Ivory and Ballroom Dancing and Pound is Sinking. And to go with the black and white theme, it is on white vinyl. And that'll do it for Paul McCartney. And I have one more item left 30 minutes later. I hope you're still with me. Nothing too special. It's just the Beatles World's Best. And this is a German kind of club edition. This is a reissue from the 70s, but I'll always like the cover. It's in good shape. There's what the back looks like, and it's on a blue Odeon EMI label right there. So I could have probably spent another 30 minutes talking about all these albums and showing them a little bit better, but I know I wanted to get through everything for uh, for all you watching. I know 30 minutes is a long time to watch a YouTube video sometimes, but I hope you enjoyed seeing all that. Again, this was truly a once in a lifetime collection, and I'm glad I got everything I did. A few things I probably could have bought, but I cannot complain at all. I'm just really happy I was able to go to this sale, and I was happy, and I hope you guys enjoyed seeing what I got. I know it's been a while since I posted some videos, but hopefully I'll get a couple more ready to go while I'm home for a weekend here, so I can post more in the next upcoming months. So be on the lookout for those. Again, pretty crazy what all I found. So I hope you enjoyed. Thanks for watching.